Hey there, Hunter Brawley with Regal Realty Group, real estate done differently all over Nashville, Tennessee. We're in Mount Juliet right now at the Old Hickory Lake, Mount Juliet side of it. As you can see, we can build you a custom built home, any size, shape, whatever you can think of, we can do it for you. Hit us up, whatever you need. Give me a call, 615-630-9735.
I'm Anna Glenn Grove with TennesseeHighSchoolFootball.com here with Coach Turner and CJ Taylor at Warren County High School. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
All right, well, I'm glad to be here.
Okay, Coach Turner, I'm going to start with you. Your team is 6-0 so far this year, and you're looking to snap your playoff appearance drought. What has changed within the culture of this team this year?
I think it all started back last year. We got this job, and of course, I graduated in '97. Been here my whole life, so I know these hallways. I know these kids. I know these back roads of this community and things like that. And I gathered a coaching staff full of all Pioneer football coaches that wore that Pioneer jersey that means something to them, that's going to put that extra little bit of effort in it to recruit that neighbor that lives in the community. And then I searched, and we found as a staff, found a system that works for us, that fits our kids. And we implemented it last year, and we did some good things last year, got the ball going. And I think we just injected just enough success last year that these seniors really wanted to take it to the next step, because obviously last year we was, pretty close to breaking that playoff drought last year. If we'd have, came out with that win from Cookville last year, we'd probably might have been in the playoffs with that. But either way, these guys, they're committed, and this group, it's a special group of seniors. Obviously, that makes it very nice when you have a bunch of good athletes, including, CJ Taylor here and Kaysen Holder and Clay and these guys. And they've been playing together, and so is most of the line. I think all of our line are seniors except for a sophomore that we got. But he's the younger brother of one of the seniors, so he's probably been picked on just as much as anybody. But, and we've just been consistent and worked hard.
So you mentioned seniors. CJ, you're obviously a senior this year. How important is it to you to finish out the rest of the season strong?
I just think that if we want to make our future here and just to recreate the past, I think we need to, put a big stamp on our 2021 class as one of the best teams that came out of here.
Yeah. This week, I mean, he's talking about, honor the past is where it's homecoming this week. And the last team, 1980 team, and everybody keeps referring to that back 40 years ago. 40 years, was the last time they was 6-0, and that team ended up going 9-0 before they lost in the semifinals of the state championship, and of course that was the year Jeff Womack was, broke all the records and stuff like that. So, this senior class, they want to make their stamp in history. So that's, what he's referencing as far as that right there.
And Coach Turner, you kind of mentioned that you're hiring on these coaches that were past players. I mean, what has the reaction been maybe from your players or the fans of the Pioneers, just about this culture that you're kind of trying to build?
Well, like I said, I've been here. I'm born and raised here. I've always had that kind of, I owe everything I've got to Warren County football, Pioneer football, because it was the first platform that I was able to honor my mom and dad, and make them proud about what I was doing, because I was a poor country kid from Rock Island, which is a little area. I mean, a lot of people know where Rock Island State Park is, but we was out there in the country, and then of course I was able to give me the platform to walk on at UTC, which got to play football there and get a free education when I got to earn my scholarship, and then eventually met my wife, we've been married since 2003. Met in college. She played soccer there at UTC. And love my life, and just moved on from all that stuff. And so I've got so much passion because all of that, none of that happens without Pioneer football. And I wouldn't trade the opportunity I got for nothing. So my passion, and of course, a lot of these players I played with in high school. Coach Perkins, Coach Elrod, and coached quite a few of them. Probably coached the rest of them that's on the staff. So, I knew those were some of the guys those was the guys in the locker room. And when, back when we was in those 0 39 streaks, losing streaks, that we was those guys that was like, man, one day we're going to change this. One day, and I just always put that in my chest, and and get an opportunity right now to lay it out.
CJ, you have an offer from Mississippi State. How exciting was it to get that news, and how excited are you to potentially be playing for their program?
It was a blessing. Me and Coach Bond, I talked to him it was on a Thursday, and I talked to him about it. He was like, I heard that Mississippi State's been looking at you, and I was like, you're joking. He was like, no. So I got on Twitter later that day, and this guy named Barton Simmons. He's big time when it comes to all the college stuff, and he made me a 247 account. And then within a week, Mississippi State offered me, and I was just like, man. And I called Coach Bond, called Coach Turner, called my mom, and she was excited. And then
he was pretty excited. Yeah, obviously, of course, we was all excited for him, but his hard work. And that COVID, it messed up, because we had CJ and the rest of the seniors going to do them, get on the recruiting circuit, and that's something that's not been done here in Warren County, because we've got athletes. Obviously CJ's one of the top-tier athletes that's came through here in a while. But of course, this year we got such a great team, and then we couldn't go to it because of this dadgum pandemic and COVID. We got all the rival camps and things like that to showcase these kids. And of course, CJ went off against the first few opponents there, and was doing some great things, and so I was excited for him.
Coach Turner, your first season with Warren County was last year. How was it kind of inserting yourself into this team, that had been struggling for a little bit, and keeping these guys motivated?
Yeah, I'd actually, like I said, I've been here ever since I came back from college. I've been here, been in and out some coaches. I think we've had 9 coaches since, I know we've had 9 coaches during this losing streak. And I've been a part of it as either a player or an outsider, or even an assistant coach or line coach for many of the programs. And I would step away sometimes because it's hard to work for something when you don't believe in the leadership, and there was times I felt that it just wasn't right. Of course I slid down, and I was the head coach for the middle school for a few years, and we had some success there. Then I had some personal, my mom and dad had some health issues, and I stepped away to take care of them. And then they passed away. My father passed away in 2015, and Coach Matheny, another former player of mine, that's the middle school coach right now, got me back out, under Coach Moore that last year of Coach Moore. So I got to see kind of what it was, and this fortune happens that, Coach Moore got an offer or whatever the case may be and moved on. And I thought it was a good opportunity. So, so the kids kind of knew me a little bit. But obviously I'm not a typical head coach, because I was turning wrenches at auto diesel mechanic. I'm a better probably mechanic than I am a head coach, but there's something about just having that passion for something, and these kids know I'm brutally honest with them, tell them what they need to hear. And we work hard, we grind, and they kind of knew that, but I think we've built that trust factor. It's been fun. It's been very fun to see these young men develop and grow.
CJ, I saw you laughing and grinning back there. Talk about Coach Turner and just how he's helped you grow as a player.
When Coach Moore was down here, I'm not knocking Coach Moore because he was the coach, and it was just when I had Coach Moore as head coach, I was playing for more of myself, trying to get to college. And then when Coach Turner got here, he told us that there's a time to be cocky and a time to be confident. And he just basically, the moral of the story is he taught me how to play for others instead of just playing for myself.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man. I'm glad you're listening. Appreciate you listening. But yeah, that's a big mentality, because like I said, we've had a lot of good athletes here in the past, but we ain't been good as a team. And we just hadn't had the right chemistry to put it all together, and these guys, they, and right now they're playing for something greater than themselves, because this squad is doing something, and the buzz in town, and that's what I told them. They're playing for that mom that's out there handing out, working the drive-through, and the dad that's out there working, in the, making tires over here at Bridgestone or whatever the case may be, or digging trees out here in the nursery fields, because we make their week better when we play good. And that started last year. It wasn't even about getting the wins. It was just playing good and competing. And of course, winning is addicting, and we like it. And we're going to try to get some more of it.
Well, thank you guys both so much for your time. Congrats on the success so far, and best of luck the rest of the year.
All right. Thank you. Go Pioneers.
Hi everybody, my name is Hunter Briley with Regal Realty Group here in Nashville, Tennessee. My business partner and I intentionally have a motto called real estate done differently. We do that because we like to take care of you differently. You're not just a number. You're not somebody that gets rolled off onto a 800 number to other clients or anything like that. We take care of you personally. I'd love for you to call me on my cell phone, in fact, 615-630-9735. We're all about local. In fact, I grew up right here. Went to Donaldson Christian Academy, played football, played soccer, all kinds of sports out here. We love these folks. We love everybody at the Mount Juliet schools, all over Nashville, in fact. We'd love to take care of you. That's what we do. We're all about staying strong through the hard times, even if tornadoes come and tear down our houses. Listen, I had a house right down the street that got torn down in that tornado. We've already rebuilt it, and we're going to get another couple in there to live right in this area and bring their kids to school here as well. Again, if you want to get a hold of me, give me a shout, 615-630-9735, or you can hit us up online at www.regalrg.com.